All right, it is 10 o'clock, so we can go ahead and get started today. Appreciate everybody being here. Today is January 19th. This is our administrative meeting. We'll have our regular meeting on Monday. A couple of things to mention. I know I was talking to a few folks a little while ago with the swearing in ceremony for Sheriff Lindsay yesterday. Rather enjoyed that. It's the best food I've ever had at the swearing in ceremony ever. Crawfish etouffee was pretty good, and I did not gorge myself, but I just had a little taste, and I wish I would have got more. I don't know who. I think you, Sherry, you told me who made that. That was
Margaret, his wife.
Okay. She did an outstanding job. That was the best I've ever had, I guess. So, I know we've had a lot of other swearing in ceremonies, a lot of judges and things like that. So congratulations to everybody that's starting their term. All right, on February 9th, I know we've put this out there before. The first Thursday, first administrative meeting of every month. Our plan is, at least right now, is to meet at 5 p.m. But on February 9th, so that is going to be the first administrative meeting next month. We will not meet at 5 p.m. We are going to be in Troy. And so we will not be able to meet, but we don't want to cancel the meeting. So we're going to meet at 10 a.m. just like we have usually done, 10 a.m. on February the 9th. But just so we're clear. All right. Any other comments or announcements? No. Okay. All right, we'll get right into it. Under awards and presentations, we will have a presentation. Let's see, Tyler Reeder will make this. We have jury duty, or engineer has jury duty next week. So Tyler Reeder will make this presentation. This will be the FY 2022 Road and Bridge completed work and projects that's going to be upcoming this year. Any questions about that or any problems with that going on? Okay. Moving on to the regular agenda, we have a request to approve and authorize advertising local legislation to pass a bill to provide for contracting of police services by municipality for the Sheriff of Houston County and to provide for compensation and distribution. So we have one municipality in particular, and possibly others in the future, that from an economic standpoint, it just doesn't make the most sense for them to start their own police force, to hire a police chief and do all that stuff. And also from a liability standpoint, the sheriff enjoys some immunity that municipal police officers and municipal police departments do not enjoy. And so there is a request to essentially allow the sheriff to contract with municipalities to provide police services in the municipalities. The contract will be with the county commission, not with the sheriff directly. All monies have to flow through the county commission. But essentially, we will calculate the cost of what that's going to be, and present that to the towns, and they can make that decision on their own. But I think it'll be a win-win and certainly help our sheriff's department and bring better law enforcement to some of these towns and municipalities. So that is the item on the agenda. I know Commissioner Harry, you may have some additional information, but this will be a bill that'll have to be advertised. So that's why it's on the agenda. We'll have to approve it for advertising, and that way our local delegation can submit this bill when they start the session in March.
Yeah. And I will elaborate a little bit on that. Precedence has been set throughout the state already by doing this. So Shelby County in 2004 had this local bill put in place for that purpose, because there are some smaller towns and municipalities that aren't able to afford necessarily to start their own law enforcement and police department. So it will allow small towns, and I've got one in my district, like the town of Rehoboth, their municipality. And when we put this in place, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen right away or anything. They've got to be able to work things at their end, but we cannot do anything with this until this is put in place and the law is put in place. So that's what this local bill will do, is they'll be able to contract with the sheriff's office and the commission. And the reason the commission is involved in it really truly is because by law, money has to flow through the commission just like with vehicles or anything else. And then it has to be obligated to the sheriff, but it will be used for the sheriff's purpose if they decide to contract with us, with the sheriff. So, this will, also open up doors, as well throughout for others. I know Dale County, Representative Klaus presented last year for, Dale County. Dale County has the same local bill in place now. And so they'll be used, some of their small towns can't afford to have necessarily a municipality or law enforcement. And they're also able to do the ordinances as well. So if the town has an ordinance, you're able to enforce those ordinances for law enforcement purposes. So this is something great, I think, that needs to happen, and it gives opportunity as well for the small towns that don't have this, that does have law enforcement to be able to now have law enforcement have coverage if they so want to.
Thank you, Commissioner Harry. Can we have any objection to that going on the agenda?
No.
Item number 2 is a request to adopt resolution for allocation of American Rescue Plan Act funds to carry out eligible projects for the Wiregrass Food Bank and authorize chairman to negotiate and execute agreement. So this and the next 2, we allocated a certain amount of funds to nonprofits that were negatively impacted, their financials were negatively impacted by COVID-19. This is an allowable expense, an eligible expense through the American Rescue Plan Act. We set a deadline, I can't remember what it was, the 30th, 28th, 30th, something like that. And we had 3 nonprofits apply, one of which was the Wiregrass Food Bank. Now, there was some requirements on this. They had to submit that they were negatively impacted and that they had not received other assistance that had sort of made them whole. Other COVID relief funds. So we sent these applications to the ACCA. They vetted them, and these 3 were approved, given the green light. And so that's what this is. That's what the next 2 are. So any questions about this? Any objections to this going on the agenda? No.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Chairman, I'm sorry. There will be, like with some of the other eligible projects using ARPA funds, there will be a subrecipient agreement that we need to be put in place. And that's what's referenced here about executing the agreement. That's a subrecipient agreement so that the county maintains that and is assured that the funds are being expended in accordance with the federal rules and guidelines.
Correct. And we have to do risk analysis for them, correct? Well,
Modified.
gotcha.
Modified. Okay. It's a different risk analysis from like a water and sewer project. But yes, it's modified.
Any other questions?
We know what dollar by chance, right?
10,000. That
To
was
each one?
for each one. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, 2, 3, and 4. That was kind of we never really voted on anything, but that's kind of the discussions that I guess we had is that we kind of set up 10,000 per. Hope to spread that money around. But, we had 3 people apply or 3 nonprofits apply. Any other questions? Any objections? Let's go on the agenda. No objection. Item number 3, exact same thing as number 2, except this is a request to adopt resolution of allocation of American Rescue Plan Act funds to carry out eligible project for the House of Ruth Incorporated and authorize chairman to negotiate and execute the agreement. Questions about this one? Any objections? Let's go on. Item number 4 is a request to adopt resolution for allocation of American Rescue Plan Act funds to carry out eligible project for Wiregrass Angel House Incorporated and authorize chairman to negotiate and execute the agreement. Any objections to this going on? No objection. Item number 5 is a request to approve a preliminary plat for Chase Ridge subdivision phase 5 and 6. Bart, do you have any comments? I know we have the developer here. I don't know if y'all have any comments or anything about this, but this is in the town of Rehoboth or in the Rehoboth area. No objection. Okay, no objection. No objection from District 1 Commissioner. No. Go on the agenda then. All right, item number 6 is a request to place the following items on gov deals from Community Corrections: a 2005 well-maintained Chevy Tahoe and a 2006 Dodge Durango. Any objection up to this going? Ms. Jackie, we did not have anybody submit a request to address it. That being said, this meeting is adjourned and we will meet. Yes, I keep forgetting that. Before you adjourn, is there anything that y'all would like to, I always forget that. Anything y'all would like to put on the agenda from us? No. Okay, all right, thank you, Peter. We are adjourned. Thank you.